Hey, what's up and good morning, everybody. This is David Pendleton. It is time for some Golf Impact. Pretty excited to join you today as I haven't played some one-on-one tour play in a while. So that's the goal today. I'd like to get on here and play some tour play. Also going to play my shots on our clan match. As our clan is struggling this season, we are going up against some of the top rated teams, and we're just having a hard time hanging in there. But it looks like we are going to have a win during this current bracket. Also, I'll go ahead and take my long drive. I guess I'll start off with that right now. When it comes to the long drive, I just typically go full overpower and just let this thing rip and try to get lucky going down the middle of the fairway. Now, this one right here, it's a skinny fairway, a little bit more difficult to deal with. There are videos out there by Zachary Jones who does an incredible job showing people how to get the slice to get you to first place. Now, for me, I already have every legendary club in the game, and I have them at really good levels as well. So I'm not being greedy. I'll let other people take the first place unless I get lucky with one of these overpowered shots. But on this particular course, it's very difficult. So I don't really need the legendary clubs. I've already got a ton of them through the long drive event and through the tournament play. But I do hit perfect, so we'll see where this one goes. Looking heading right for the sand, hops over the sand, and it rolls into the sand. Oh well. We're sitting in 6th place. Good enough for me. I just do that for some fun. And then we do have the putting challenge coming up here starting tomorrow, I believe. So that'll be nice as well. But here we'll collect our cards. And so for all the players who are looking to dominate the long drive competition, make sure you check out Zachary Jones. I always put in plugs wherever I can as I want to support any streamers who are out there helping the community for the finger flicking golf games such as this. All right, let's go ahead and take a sneak peek here at where our clan is at. You see here, season number 6. Look at this: lose, draw, lose, 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 win. So wow, we have never had a season like this. We do have some really good skilled players in here as well, so it kind of stinks, that we're struggling. Let's take a look at our team. A lot of us haven't spent a lot of gems or a lot of balls just because, we've been down by so many points that it's making it a little bit less likely that we're going to spend our resources when teams are putting up, minus 30 or above cards. But let's take a look here at what we've got going on. We'll go ahead and take our 3 free shots. Now, normally my strategy when it comes to the clan matches is I typically go last for my team. I don't ever really take my shots on day 1 or day 2. I let some of the other players who don't have legendary clubs kind of pick up the birdies on the par 4s, let them pick up the birdies on the par 3s. And then if our team is down, I will go in here and take my premium balls and, my legendary clubs and try to make, a dent in our scorecard to get us moving up through the standings. But as you can see here, this is the final day of this current round, and there's still some work to be done. I think maybe a lot of players are just kind of hanging out since our opponent did not really play, and that's very rare. Our opponent only has a -4 scorecard. We are normally going back and forth with other clans, so maybe the team is taking this as a little breather right now, which is totally fine. We do have room available, in our clan, so if you're somebody who plays the game and likes Golf Impact, and you can at least commit at minimum to taking your 3 free shots every single round, then reach out to me, leave me a comment, and we'll see if we can get you in. Or just join. The clan's open, so just join us. That would be nice too. But please, if you're going to join, make sure at a minimum you do take your 3 free shots each round. Here, not even close, but at least we're going to pick up the birdie and at least put up a score on this particular hole since we haven't had one yet. I will take my 3 free shots. I do normally go more than that whenever needed. And then I'm going to hop into some one-on-one tour play. It's been a long time, so we'll see how we do. I don't even remember what tour I left off at, to be honest. All right, so here we pick up our birdie. And we'll take a look and see if there's any other areas we can improve on our scorecard. You see the round ends in 14 hours. Hole 2, par 4. This looks like a shorter par 4. Maybe we can drive up towards the fringe area and try to get ourselves a close shot to try to drop an eagle and improve our score by 1. Don't think we need too much curl on this shot. Maybe just a lot of overpower. A great shot to the right. Probably not going to kill us here. We do hit the fairway, and we hit the next fairway. Yeah, we're going to... Oh, with a great shot to the right did hurt us as we are stuck in the heavy rough. Well, we're still only 72 yards away. It's still makeable. Going to be more difficult. We can try this hole again. Now, if my clan really needed the score, then this would be one that I'm pretty confident on that I could pick up the eagle if I had to, but I don't have to. And we'll leave it right there. We'll see if some of the wind can do the work for us. And I apologize, you may hear one of my cats in the background. I have a Maine Coon, and he knows whenever I am on here talking, and he starts to talk as well. Get in the hole, baby. Come on. Drop it. Look at that nice little eagle out of the rough. So he likes to talk when I talk. I don't know if it's an attention thing or what it is, but Maine Coons are already vocal as it is. But he really ramps it up whenever I get on here and I start to record. So if you hear Sunny in the background, that's just him looking for some loving probably. So we do pick up the eagle there. I don't really mess around with the par 3s too much. There's a par 4, another par 3, par 5. That's probably a par 5 right here. You know what? We'll see if we can make the -1 into a -2. Maybe we're able to pick up another shot here. Looks like a pretty long par 5 though. Now we do have tailwind, so I'm going to switch out the ball here and I'm going to take the 11-mile-per-hour push in hopes that doesn't hurt me right when it comes to shot number 2. But we really need the ball to land right there, so we're going to try to pull this about 5.5 rings. And then we're going to push this thing back up to max. And we're running out of time. We do hit perfect on a full overpowered shot. That's a really nice drive. We're able to hit the fairway, bounce over the sand and second fairway, and drive over 400 yards. But boy, oh boy, are we still a mile away from the hole. Still 274 yards to go, and we are getting pretty nasty headwind here now. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to clear. I don't know if I'll be able to even clear the gap here. But we're going to try. Full overpowered shot, hit just a minor great left there. Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered. Clearing that gap was going to be really difficult. So we're 66 yards away in the rain, in the rough. We still do have a chance to chip in here. A little bit more difficult though. Especially given the higher wind, you know, trying to hit a shot into the hole at 11 miles an hour from the rough and rain. Not the easiest task in the world. But that's okay. We're going to win the event anyways. But I take my 3 free shots, and we move on to the next round. We're going to end up birdieing this hole. And then we will head into some one-on-one tour play and see how we do there. So that is it for the clan match. We took our 3 free shots. It's important that you do that. Now, you don't have to use premium balls like I do. I just have a plethora of them. But, you know, the most important thing is for your team is to take your 3 free shots, because every time you take 1 shot, you get 3 of these little star clan points, and that helps your overall leaderboard as well. So that's that for that. Now let's go ahead and have some fun in the one-on-one tour play. Looks like we have Tour 8 open, so I guess we could go ahead and mess around with some little Tour 8 action. Boy, don't I wish I was on the beach right now. If you don't know, I am from Illinois in the United States. I woke up this morning and it said -1 degree outside, so that is absolutely freezing. I had to walk my dog out there. We don't have a fence or anything like that, so every time she goes out, I've got to take her out old school style with a leash and give her a walk, and it's just really, really stinking cold out there. All right, so we are playing Marlet here, and they're going to be using a Spice Ball. Let's take a look at the stats in just a moment, as I don't even know what my stats are, but we'll take a look at it together. Here we do have some rain, so you just have to keep in mind that when it's raining, you're going to lose power and you're going to lose distance on your drive. And that's because obviously the course is wet, so therefore your ball is not going to roll out as far on the fairway as it normally would if it was dry. I'll just go ahead and play with the same ball. We'll use the Spice Ball as well. We've got quite a few of those lying around. We have a 6-mile-per-hour wind here. What I'm going to try to do is just land right up there on that little part of the fairway. You see my needle moves really slow on my driver. That's because I have maxed it out when it comes to the training sessions, making it a lot easier to hit perfect shots. We're still 300 yards away from the pin, so this is definitely a long par 5. We'll see if our opponent is able to get there. I don't think so. All right, let's take a look at Marla's stats here for a moment. They've won 656 games at 52%. They are on a 3-game winning streak. Now, I don't know if that winning streak is accurate or not. It seems like sometimes it stays stagnant. And then we can take a look at mine as well here in just a moment. Our opponent's going to be laying up. Let's see what opportunity we have. Do we have the opportunity to use that fairway to bounce over to the green? We really don't. Let's see what happens here. Don't even really need to risk that shot, but it seemed like it would be fun to try to go over the water and get to the next fairway. Yeah, we do make it. All right, so overall, that's a good shot. Still 55 yards away from the pin, though, so, you know, my prediction here is Marlet and I are probably going to go to the tiebreaker shootout. All right, take a look at Impact DB. That's me. Total games of 297. I don't play a lot of one-on-one tour play. 1-252 at 85%. It says I'm on an 11-game win streak with 12 hole-in-ones and no albatrosses. I have hit albatrosses in tournament play when I dial in the shots, but not ever in one-on-one tour play. But again, I mean, under 300 games, that's just a very, very low amount of one-on-one play. I do really like tournament structure, and I like to participate in the clan match as well. That's where a lot of my fun comes in for the game. I'm not going to use any spin here. Did hit that dead center perfect ball. See if we can steal a win. Nope. We're going to have to go to the tiebreaker, and we're going to have to earn it. That's all right. Oh, wow. Our opponent missed the putt. We are going to steal a victory here, as we're going to putt in for the birdie, and we're going to take the win here on tour number 8 and move on to another game. See if we can pick up a rematch. Nope, our opponent has left. It's time to go back to the home screen and fire up another game. We can also start to open that bag. Get the time clock running on that one. And we'll just play another one. All right, I'm going to assume I pronounced that name Elliot. That's who we're up against. Now for me, when I play, I typically like to take a look at our opponent's stats and see what kind of player they are. Kind of know if I'm in for a battle or not. 49% total games, just under 1,400, winning less than half of the games. It did update our win streak. Now here we're playing a par 3, and that's a great shot. That's going to end up being right next to the hole for an easy putt. Well done. Very nice. Puts a little bit of pressure on us, right, for us to hit our shot. We'll line up right there. And remember, for every 2 mile per hour, it's 1 ring. You start at the center, so from the center to the yellow, that's 1 ring, 2 rings. 3 rings would be 6 miles an hour, but we have 7, so we'll move it another half a ring, just like that. Perfect ball, dead center. Oh, I put it in the bunker. What did I do wrong? Well, we're going to lose this game, everybody. Holy smokes. That was absolutely terrible. I don't know if I did something wrong while I was talking and... oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, how lucky can we get? We don't deserve to win this game at all. Well, we don't even deserve... I shouldn't say win because we haven't won yet. We absolutely don't even deserve to be going to a tiebreaker, but we're going to be heading to a tiebreaker more than likely. What did I do wrong? Okay, 6.2 miles an hour is going to be 3 rings. So, again, each marking is 1 ring. So that's 2 miles per hour, 4 miles per hour, 6 miles per hour. That's the basic rule of thumb. It's always not exactly like that because you can have some things like elevation and, other factors that get in the way. But that's a general rule of thumb of how to adjust for the wind in golf impact. Still 2 really bad shots in a row by me. Obviously, it's much more difficult to hit perfect out of the sand, and I haven't really spent any time leveling up or training my sand wedge. So it's unbelievable. I can't say that I've ever seen an opponent ever miss 2 putts in a row. It is likely that we're going to win this game with a par, which is lucky on our side. But I guess sometimes when it comes to games, you'll take the luck when they happen. We do hit a perfect putt, and we do get in there for a par. Holy smokes. We both did not play very well at all. I definitely don't feel that I deserve that win, but, I'm going to take it. Sometimes you win ugly, sometimes you win pretty, but a win is a win. I don't think we're going to get a rematch there. So we head back out to the lobby. And we'll go at it again. All right, we have MIT going. Not part of any type of club or clan. Over 1,000 games played, winning 54%, so they're winning more than they lose. That's always good. It's always a good place to start when you're looking to build your bankroll. I would love to hear from you, though. How is Golf Impact going for you? What questions do you have that I could possibly answer about the game? How does your clan do? What's your tournament's placing look like? Anything you want to talk about Golf Impact, let me know. Now, our opponent messed up, so if we can get ourselves onto the green, we're going to have a big advantage here. Another par 3. Now, but last time, I didn't do so well. Okay, perfect ball. This one is going to go 1-2. Oh, stop. Well, we're on the fairway at least. And you hear Sonny coming back into the room. He's like, come on, Dad, what are you doing? You're still on there playing the game? All right, so our opponent missed their opportunity for their birdie. Let's see if we can chip in for our birdie and take another win here. Nine miles an hour, we still do adjust for the wind, even when we're this close. Perfect ball. We're going to miss to the right-hand side. Boy, oh boy, am I not on my game so far today. Will our opponent make or miss their putt? Doesn't seem like a guarantee for people today, but they do hit perfect. And they are dropping that ball very nicely into the hole. All right, so now we need to make ours, and then we will head into a tiebreaker. I do think, though, you all probably prefer to see tiebreakers rather than me winning in regulation, so maybe this works out for the best that I did miss my chip-in shot. All right, tiebreaker is going to be out of the rough. They are going first, which I do prefer. I like to know what I have to beat. Oh, a great left there. So what we're going to do is, I mean, they're not too bad. You know, they're still close to the pin. 2.78 is pretty good based off how bad of a great ball they hit. But what we're going to do is we're going to use a lot of backspin. We're going to try to get the ball to die right next to the hole. Just like that. We will adjust for the wind here. And hopefully we hit perfect. Do hit a perfect ball. We do come in a little bit left of the hole. However, it is good enough to pick up the win. Barely. Close shootout. Just have to kind of keep my memory bank right there that ball, that hole plays to the left a little bit. So we need to put a little bit of right side spin on that particular hole. I was hoping we could get a rematch, but didn't look like we're able to do that. Opponent's not in the rematch type of mood today. So we have all these lower level tours closed out. I don't know if it was possible for me to close anything out while we're playing, but no, it does not look like we are anywhere close to that. Oh, what happened there? All right. Let's head into another game here. We'll stay on the beach theme. All right, let's see what hole we're getting here. Another par 3. This is 3 straight par 3s in a row. Let's take a look and see. 50% winning percentage. They're on a 0-game win streak, so they're coming off a loss. A great ball to the right, typically going to hurt you on a par 3. And they do land in the rough, so although they're very, very close to chip in their shot. Although I say that and I missed my last chip in, so I guess you really never know. Especially in these higher level tours, right, where the wind is a little bit more aggressive. Use a little bit of topspin here, actually, in this tailwind, or in this headwind, I should say. 6 miles an hour. We're going to move this one just a little bit over 3 rings. So again, remember, each thing is 1 ring. 1, 2, 3. That's adjusting for 6 miles per hour right there. Too much topspin, okay. I did use a little bit of overpower too. I thought that I needed it, but I guess 6 miles an hour is really not that aggressive. So I could have laid off the overpower, maybe played with no topspin. But again, these are just things that we learned along the way. Our opponent is going for the rare dunk. Now this ought to be fun. So if you don't know what a dunk is, that means they're going to try to just put the ball in the air and get it to land directly in the hole. Like a basketball shot. But that one did not even come close. So they're leaving the door open for us to hopefully chip in and win the game. 10 yards away. So 5.6 miles an hour means we're going to move this right at 2.5 rings. So 1, 2. We'll call that 2.5. Perfect ball. Oh my goodness, I missed it again to the right-hand side. Maybe I'm just over pulling by a hair. So it looks like, oh boy. I cannot believe this. I know that putting is a little bit more challenging on Golf Impact in comparison to other games. But, you know, you got to hit perfect. It's really important that on this game you hit perfect putts because there's not a lot of leniency for great shots at all in Golf Impact, which is nice because it does make it a little bit more realistic. But, you know, I kind of feel bad winning these games here in regulation because of missed putts. Now, I'm confident in my ability that I would win in a shootout, but, you know, for the sake of streaming, this is a pre-recorded session, of course, but for the sake of this session, I would rather go to shootouts to make it a little bit more fun. Let's see what's here in the trophies. We have a Tour 8 bag to open. So kind of goodies we get, a little bit of gold action, not a lot, some 6 cactus cards, 9 darts, 8 owls, 8 speed racers, and alligators. Guess I'm way behind on collecting my rewards here. We'll fly through these, and then we'll hop into another game. Okay, let's get a little bit more competitive here. Come on. Come on, Impact. All right, par 4, so we're breaking the par 3 streaks. I haven't really been able to go first either. All right, Marianne, how are you as a player? Let's take a look and see. 54%. All right, not bad. They're also on a 0-game winning streak, so our opponents are getting beat up here by other players. Ooh, oh, just into the light rough. So now they're 200 yards away basically from the pin. You know, I don't know if they're going to be able to get from there to the green, but we'll see. So we're going to use the left spin, okay? And we're just going to try to hop right over this little part right here. And we're going to use a little bit of curl to the left. This drive does look like it's going to be a little bit more difficult to pull off. But we do hit perfect. Used about half a ball of curl to the left, thinking that would keep me away from that right-hand side rough, and it did. You know, I wasn't looking to push that drive too hard. I was just looking to land on the fairway, because from here we should easily be able to get ourselves onto the green and hopefully putting in for a win. So our opponent's 184. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get over that water, especially in basically 9-mile-per-hour headwind. That's really going to knock your shot down while the ball's in the air. So here we should pick up another win in regulation and keep our winning streak alive. And we're going to get caught in between clubs. What I mean by that is, see how right here I'm at my wood club and then I'm down here at my long iron? The only bad part is I need to adjust by pulling up this way, and it's going to go back to my wood club. So I'm going to have to start way back here and use some top spin in order to help avoid that. Now I really need to hurry because I got the shot clock running against me. That's because I'm just talking too much. A little bit of overpower, a little bit of curl to the left, perfect ball. And really the goal here is just to land on the green. That's what I'm looking for. If the ball goes into the hole, that's great. Oh goodness, my gauge right now on spin is not good. We are very far away from the pin. 14 yards may not seem far, but again, because of the difficulty of putting in the game, it is a little bit more challenging. Now, which I think is a fun twist, because, you know, it's not a guarantee that I'm going to make this putt. If I hit perfect, it should go in, but in other games, whenever you're on the green like this, you pretty much already chalk it up as you're winning, right? Because your opponent has already messed up their drive. So typically in other games, if you land on the green, you're good. You put the win and you go to the next hole or the next match. But on this one, you just really never know. So we're going to get our ball guideline going right into the hole. See how narrow it is to hit perfect? But we do hit perfect, so we should be good. All right. Awesome, awesome. All right, our opponent has left. Let's see what's going on in the clan chat. Oh, that's just talking about the eagle that I picked up earlier. Okay. Looks like we have something else to open here. A couple more spice of balls. And let's go again. All right, Frank, well, we definitely appreciate your service for the Air Force. So if by some odd chance you end up watching this video, let me thank you for your dedication to the country, my friend. Our opponent is going first again. Frank's using the volleyball here. The volleyball is a great premium ball. Tons of power. They are reaching back and letting it fly. Come on, Frank, hit perfect. Oh, great ball to the right. Full OP. But he He gets away with it. All right. Now, this is the same hole that we played the first match on, which is just a mile away from the second shot to get to the pin. Frank put a little pressure on us here to make sure we execute our drive at least. Okay, come on. We need a perfect ball. We need to get in the same area as Frank. We do hit a dead center middle perfect shot. Just hope I didn't use too much. Oh, no. Uh-oh. David is not on his game today. It's nice, though, when you're not playing well that you're still picking up wins. Now, this is where the volleyball comes into play. Look at this. Frank is able to use that, probably it's a power 14 ball, I believe, to get himself to the green. Now, don't go over there, Frank. You had it lined up the first time. Maybe he's worried about the trees, which is probably what I think it is. I think he may be worried about the trees here. But I would have still gone for the green. This is a situation, everybody, to where, sometimes you get on streaks like this where your opponents just aren't making the right shots. But look at this. I mean, I'm still in a bad shot. I'm still in a bad area here. Okay. All we were looking to do was get ourselves onto the fairway, because now we should be able to get to the green. And unless Frank makes a shot here, we might be able to force a tiebreaker. Oh, Frank nailed the eagle on us. Gonna pick up the win. So Frank knew what he was doing. He knew he was going over there to lay up and had his confidence to nail that second shot, or that third shot, I should say. Here, I'm in a world of trouble. I can't really get a good line to the pin at all. Yeah. I was going to try to get creative and do a rough bump there, but really nothing I can do here except tip my hat to Frank. He deserves the win. I made a bad drive, so shame on me. Okay. What I'm going to do here, everybody, is I'm going to play one more game, see if I can't get myself back in the win column, and then call it a day, as I do need to get to work. But good job, Frank. Again, thank you for your service, my friend. We'll see if we can get ourselves a nice little rematch. Oh, Frank is ready to go again. You got to love it. So if we pick up a win here, maybe we'll go best out of 3 with him. But I can't get too far ahead of myself. Now we're going to be on a par 3. Now, I would not use a premium ball on a par 3 unless you're going to use one of the ones that has a high wind resistance like the desert ball does that I was using on my clan match. I'm not liking this shot. I'm caught in between clubs. It's going to give me a little bit more wiggle room and power. All right, perfect ball. Let's see what happens here. Come on, get over that hump. Get down towards the pin. All right, we will take that. Good. Put a little pressure on Frank now. Now, I would swap out a ball here if I were him playing. This is not the most ideal ball for this hole and win situation. It's always nice playing opponent when they give you a little chat. I do like those features of the game. I like the emojis. I'm a little strange like that, I guess. All right, perfect ball in the hole. Now we don't know here because Frank did bury the eagle on us on the last hole, so maybe he's good out of the sand and out of the rough. He's already proven us once he can do it. All right, so we're going to pick up the win here. If Frank wants to rematch, we'll go best out of 3, and then I'll got to call it a session. Let's see what happens. All right, he's ready to go again. I like this guy. Okay, here we go. So it's our opponent's turn. So again, just overall strategy here, everybody, is, you're getting hit with 11-mile-per-hour wind from left to right, which is pretty nasty, right? Because we have headwind as well. The hole is located on the left-hand side of this course. This would be a good opportunity to swap out the ball and use something with a good side spin and use something that's going to knock down the wind. We're going to try to get right in there through that little narrow gap. We do just barely make it over that little section of the rough. So it's going to put us in a good chance here to get onto the green. But, taking a look at where Frank is at, especially with a volleyball, he should be able to get to the green as well. Ooh, this wind, though. This wind is tough. This is no gimme here. Although he's got plenty of club, the shot does need to be set up correctly in order to get it close enough to make it, an easy putt. Okay, so he's got the ball in the air here, bounces off one. Yeah, difficult shot, going a little bit long, but that's not the easiest shot to do. But I know Frank. Frank can make it from there. He made it from further away the first game we played. Now for us, let's see where we're at here. Yeah, we're gonna be able to use backspin which is going to be nice. We should be able to adjust our shot accordingly as well. I got lost in what I was doing there. All right. This is going to be a mental error. I don't know where I'm at. But hopefully it's close enough. Okay. Good enough. Woo. When I was adjusting my shot for the wind, I had thought that I switched to a different club for some reason. But then when I looked down at my club, I noticed it was the same, and then I had forgotten how many rings I had already adjusted. I'm telling you, Frank is the man out of the rough. I think this is the way that it should have gone, really. I think Frank and I should have gone to a shootout for the best out of 3 situation here. Frank is a solid opponent. It's a great way to end our session. I hate to end it here as I would like to play Frank again, but it's approaching 7:30 in the morning and I have got to start to get ready for work. I'm sort of checking some emails right now. That's why you hear my mouse clicking and my computer going and a little bit of texting. Try to respond to my emails early in the day, trying to get that knocked out before I start a lot of my real stuff. All right, 3.6 yards away from the pin. I didn't really see where he set up at. Oh, very, very short shot. We should be able to beat that. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to go max backspin, okay? That's going to give us good ball control. We're just going to go right here at the pin. 5 mile an hour, low wind. 2.5 rings. We'll call that 2.5 right there. Perfect ball will be a winner. Perfect ball will be a winner. There we go. Well, hey, everybody, that's it. I'm going to call that a successful session. I do appreciate you all watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that you hit that subscribe button. If you liked the video, I hope you give it a thumbs up and give it a like. And again, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Don't be shy. Let me know who you are. Let me know what part of the world you're from. And let me know how Golf Impact is going for you. And I would love to answer any questions that you might have about the game as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day.